Friendly Neighborhood YouTuber is rated PG-13. Parental advisory, explicit content. Viewer discretion is advised.
What's up, everyone? It's your friendly neighborhood YouTuber, guys, and here we are, back with another action figure review. So today we're going to take a look at Spawn, Overkill Spawn. We're kind of keeping it in the armored kind of look. If you guys want to see my last review, check that out of the Warhammer. So that was my last review that I did. So we're going to kind of keep it in that theme right here. This is from Manga Spawn, if you guys are wondering. This is going to be a vintage review. Look at that! KB Toy Store, $9.99. Oh my goodness, the good old days. Remember KB Toy Store, guys? And then, being that it wasn't $9.99, it dropped down to $7.99. And then 3 for $10. Wow, dude. Man. Toys, you cannot find toys, specifically toys like these for $3 for $7, man. That's crazy. Excuse me, 3 for $10. Sorry about that. So if I do the math correctly, what is that? $3.50 a piece, right? 3, 6, 9, 3. Well, 3 something a piece. My math is not that great. You guys are like, you fucking idiot. I'm just a toy reviewer. What do you want? I'm not a mathematician. Okay, so here is some of the figures that you can get from this wave. Well, here's a little read-up on Manga Spawn. We'll do a little read-up because Manga Overkill. I'm not familiar, so we'll do a little read-up. And also I'll break out all my other Overkill figures, and we'll do some comparisons because I pretty much have all the Overkill figures. Here are some of the stuff that you can get also. Psycho Circus, Kiss Psycho Circus monsters, and then you have the entire Manga Spawn lineup. I love this Manga Samurai Spawn. If I find them for cheap, you guys know I pick them up. Cyber Violator, Cybertooth, Manga Overkilled, Manga Freak. And then I had this dead Manga Spawn. I sold him off because I didn't really care too much for him. So I do like this series. But this is a figure that I've always wanted, guys. Let's do a little read up on Manga Spawn. If you guys don't want to hear my horrible reading skills, you can always fast forward to this shit. Okay, so here we go. Manga Overkill. He is the death-dealing enforcer of the feared Yamada clan. Yamama clan. When rival clans of cybercrime lords seek hostile takeovers of the Yamada, I feel like I'm saying that wrong. Clan is overkill that is called upon to squench them. His chief opponent is Manga Samurai Spawn. It was Samurai Spawn that stopped Overkill from stealing the jewel of Kuroshio. Their hate for each other is Syrenes. Syrenes with a Z. And, you know, I definitely would love to see maybe like an animated show based on this, man, being that it's kind of in the manga realm, you know what I mean? Let's quit wasting time. Let's open it up. As you guys can see, it's already somewhat half open because it's already fallen out the package because it is over 20 years old. It is from 1998. Yeah. What were you guys doing in 1998? Let's take him out the package. There he goes. Simple as that, dude. Simple as that. Let's take a look at Manga Overkill. It just pops out just like that, dude. Nice, nice. I don't think I'm missing any pieces at all. Here is Manga Overkill. Ooh, mamma mia. Mamma mia. Alright. Bring my camera down just a little bit. And man, there is just... It's amazing, dude. Some of these figures, man, from the 90s. Just some of the crazy shit they came up with, man. That's one thing I loved about the 90s. Is the 90s with action figures, there were nothing, dude. It was no holds bar. So, moving the arms up and down. The arms move up. Oh, look at that. He's got cannons right there. Let's see. His arms do move up and down, but be careful. As you guys saw the Kraken right there. He hasn't been moved in over 20 years. Kind of like a grandpa in his rocking chair. So I'm guessing these has to be some kind of... oh, it's a little squeeze button. Oh, okay. I gotcha. So, yeah, I'm guessing you fill this up with water right here. You peg it into here, right there. It's supposed, well, technically it's supposed to sit right there. Or maybe no. No, wait, no. I'm all wrong. That fired his fist. So I'm wrong with that one. Okay, so that fires his fist. That button fires his fist right there, if you guys saw that. Boom, like that. Where the hell does this peg into? Well, it has a little cord back here. So I'm guessing, oh, it's, you know what? Hold on. To the box for answers. So one thing I loved about these older figures is they gave me directions. Okay, so we know about the firing fist. Permanently attach back piece. Simply push tab into hole and back. Okay, that's the back piece. Okay. This right here to launch hand. Okay, to fire. Okay, here's the fire water blaster. Oh, okay. So raise right arm pad, aim arm at target, and squeeze water reservoir on back. So, all right, so this back piece, oh, okay, I got you. Okay, I gotcha. So this back piece should pop in like that. Go in like that, and then this back piece pegs into this long ass peg right here. Like so. You just gotta peg it in like so. It pegs onto his back, not that great. And then this is where the hose goes into right here. Well, it's supposed to plug into there. Yeah, this is a little bent. But it goes in here, and then I guess you fill it with water, and then you peg it into here onto his back like so. And that's where it goes. Okay. Let me see. Yeah, that is right. Okay. Yeah, so this peg hole right here pegs into the back right there. It just kind of sits on the peg like so. Yeah, it doesn't really sit there all that well. Okay, but we got the gist of the idea. Okay. So, what other articulation does he have, if you're asking? So, we pegged this back piece into here, and this, of course, broke off, but it should peg back in there, like so. Might need to be glued on there, because the shit just popped off. This review is not going as planned. Okay, that goes into there like that. His waist swivel, let's check out his waist swivel. Waist swivel right there. And then legs kick out forward and back. I think he does have a bend at the knee. Kick right there. He does have some articulation right here at the boot. Don't know what this thing is. Just another chunky piece that gets into the way. This is typical McFarlane, man. Let's close this up. So he does have some. That's pretty cool. I like that idea right there where you can just gonna open it up and he can fire shit. This right here that can fire shit. I like that. He does have a wrist swivel as well. Or excuse me, forearm swivel as well. That's really dope. I like that idea. He's just kind of a big chunky mess, man. It's just a big chunky mess. And I actually like it a lot. I like the way he looks. I like the blue that they used. I love the coloring that they used. Man, this just screams like 90s toys, bro. 90s McFarlane. This is 90s McFarlane right here. He looks beautiful, beautifully detailed. He has some nice weight on him. He's really, really uniquely designed. I really, really like it. This is what we thought of what the future would look like in the 90s, of course. But you never know. I mean, the future is not set yet. I mean, who knows when this takes place? So obviously, I mean, compared to other designs, you know, futuristic cybernetic designs, it's not that bad. Head swivel, and there you guys have it. So let's do a measurement. Let's break out all the other overkills that I have in my collection. So Overkill, Manga Overkill stands about just a little under 8 inches tall, all the way up to the top of these pieces right here. And he's just a little bit under 8.5 inches tall. If you're wondering about the width is about, we'll say 7.5 inches tall. Okay guys, let's break out some figs, do some comparisons, and I'll go ahead and give you my rating of this figure. Okay, so I didn't want to break out all my Overkill figures. Of course, I had the bigger deluxe one, which is up on my other shelf. I didn't feel like breaking it out. I figure three Overkill figures is enough to do a comparison. So here, if you guys are not familiar with Overkill, here is the originator right here, man. Yeah, I can't believe I still have this toy. This is one of the toys that I had growing up. This is one of my favorite figures growing up that I played with, dude. Of course, his head shoots off right there. If you've never seen a review of him, he's in my Spawn reviews. But yeah, this is from what, 94, 95? This is the original Overkill. This is what pretty much started it all, the guys, right here. Overkill right there. And then right here we have Overkill 2. Obviously you can see the influence right there for Manga Overkill. And then here is Overkill 2. Not a bad figure. I love vintage stuff, man. I love these kind of... I love the toys from the 90s, man. Specifically toys from the 90s. It just doesn't get any more weird or awkward or crazy like McFarlane back in the 90s, guys. And then here's Overkill. This is from the animated series. If you guys never seen a review of this, check it out. He is in my McFarlane reviews on my playlist. But that gives you an idea of what he looks like in human form. I guess he's not really human. He's more of cybernetically enhanced human being. Okay, guys, so let me give you my rating, man. I really like the way this guy looks. He has held up over all these years. The design actually looks really good. I mean, if this guy was released today, I mean, obviously, you know, people would be out there buying them and scalping them like they're doing now with a lot of McFarlane toys. So, and also one thing that's great about a lot of the McFarlane toys, as you guys see the re-releases of McFarlane toys, whether it be Spawn or Mandarin Spawn or some of his other, you know, classic characters that are coming out, you see that he doesn't have to change it up much because a lot of those figures still stand the test of time. They still look great. So he doesn't have to change up much. And like I said, if this figure was released today, everybody would be like, oh my goodness, he's amazing. He's going to be on my top 10 list of blah, blah, blah of this year. You know what I mean? So it's funny with people, man, you know, with toy collectors, bro. I mean, everybody's looking for the new thing, the awesome new thing to collect, but yet, you know, then a lot of toy collectors, unless you're a vintage collector, you know, don't really appreciate some of the past action figures, you know, some of the past toys that we used to collect and kind of overlook it, you know what I mean? And then when, you know, they re-release it, like, you know, not only McFarlane, but what NECA is doing with the Kenner tributes and the Ninja Turtles with NECA, you know, we forget all about the awesomeness that was those figures, you know what I mean? So it's always good to appreciate the figures from the past. Knee pads are also articulated as well right here. I forgot to mention that to you guys right there. So the knee pads are articulated as well. All right, so let me give you my rating. I think he's an awesome figure. I love the detail right here. I love the mechanicalness right here. If you're wondering, this is his chest. Bean has slices in it and rips and tears in it and cuts and all that great stuff. So yeah, that's what that is. If you're wondering what the hell that is. The cybernetic feel of it looks really, really great. It still holds up to this day, man. Really, really great figure. Really, really awesome vintage figure. You know, from the 90s, man. Great period, a great figure. So I'm going to give this guy I'll give him like a 7.5 out of 10. Not really an 8. I can't really give him an 8 because I give other figures 8s, you know, that are much cooler than this guy. But he's definitely right up there, man. He's definitely an awesome figure, guys. Okay, so let me know what you guys thought about this review. Let me know what you guys thought about this vintage figure, man. Really love vintage goodness. I love doing my vintage reviews. I love collecting vintage action figures. And it's so weird, so hard saying that, you know, even though I've been doing this, you know, doing my YouTube channel for several years now, it's so weird saying vintage action figures when you speak of the 90s. But yeah, man, that's what he is. Awesome, awesome figure. Definitely recommend this figure. If you guys are Spawn collectors, I don't think you'll be disappointed. It's definitely a 7.5 out of 10. Really great looking figure. And there you guys have it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section about this guy. We'll go ahead and leave it at that. Just want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next review. Peace out.